Rediscover your past by digitizing your family's memories with LEGACYBOX. Watch until the end of this video to find out more about preserving your legacy, and then visit legacybox.com/recollection. America entered 1956 at the height of the baby boom. The nation's population was roughly 168 million people, and while rock and roll was exploding in popularity, the civil rights movement was gaining momentum. 1956 was a year full of cultural milestones, celebrity headlines, and even terrible disasters. On January 9th, advice columnist Abigail Van Buren debuted her newspaper feature, Dear Abby. The column quickly became one of the most widely read advice columns in American history. The home of Martin Luther King Jr. was bombed on January 30th. It happened in Montgomery, Alabama, and although his family was unharmed, the attack angered supporters and tested King's commitment to nonviolence. He urged everyone to remain peaceful, helping establish the philosophy that would define the movement. Rock and roll took another step into the mainstream on February 22nd. When Elvis Presley entered the national music charts for the first time with Heartbreak Hotel. The song became his first #1 hit. A real-life fairy tale unfolded on April 19th, when Hollywood actress Grace Kelly married Prince Rainier III of Monaco. The lavish wedding attracted worldwide attention and transformed Kelly from a movie star into royalty. On April 27th, heavyweight boxing champion Rocky Marciano retired from the sport with a perfect professional record of 49 wins and no losses, a feat that remains unmatched among heavyweight champions. Television viewers first saw NBC's famous peacock logo on May 22nd, a colorful symbol designed to promote the network's growing investment in color broadcasting. One of the defining moments of rock and roll occurred on June 5th, when Elvis Presley performed Hound Dog on The Milton Berle Show. His gyrating hips shocked many older viewers, while simultaneously thrilling younger fans. Cold War patriotism continued to influence American life on June 14th. That's when President Dwight D. Eisenhower authorized the phrase "under God" as part of the official Pledge of Allegiance. An era came to an end on June 25th, when the final Packard automobile rolled off the production line in Detroit. Once considered one of America's premier luxury car brands, Packard could not survive the increasingly competitive post-war auto industry. Another Hollywood marriage made headlines on June 29th, when Marilyn Monroe married playwright Arthur Miller in White Plains, New York. The marriage united two of the most famous figures in American entertainment and literature. Disaster struck the skies on June 30th, when a TWA flight collided with a United Airlines flight over the Grand Canyon. All 128 people aboard the two aircraft were killed, making it the deadliest aviation accident in history at that time. A television institution began on July 9th, when Dick Clark made his first appearance as host of American Bandstand. The show would become one of the most influential platforms for popular music in America. On July 24th, comedy legends Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis performed together for the final time at New York's Copacabana Club, ending one of the most successful comedy partnerships in entertainment history. Just one day later, on July 25th, The Italian ocean liner SS Andrea Doria collided with the Swedish ship Stockholm in heavy Atlantic fog off Nantucket. 51 people died in the accident, but a massive rescue effort saved over 1,600 people before the Andrea Doria sank the following morning. The art world lost one of its most influential painters on August 11th, when Jackson Pollock died at the age of 44 in a car accident near his home in Springs, New York. Pollock was killed when his car left the road and crashed into a tree. Democrats selected their presidential nominee on August 16th, when Adlai Stevenson was chosen to challenge Eisenhower in the upcoming election. Television history was made on September 9th, when Elvis Presley appeared on The Ed Sullivan Show for the first time. More than 60 million Americans tuned in, making it one of the most watched television broadcasts of the decade. Shopping in America changed forever on October 8th, when the nation's first fully enclosed, climate-controlled shopping mall named Southdale Center opened in a Minneapolis suburb. The concept became the model for suburban malls across the country. Chess history was made on October 17th, when 13-year-old Bobby Fischer defeated master Donald Byrne in a match later dubbed the Game of the Century. The victory announced Fischer's arrival as a future world champion. On November 3rd, The Wizard of Oz was televised nationally for the first time on the Ford Star Jubilee. The broadcast was hosted by Burt Lahr, who played the Cowardly Lion in the film, and Judy Garland's 10-year-old daughter, Liza Minnelli. Voters returned Dwight D. Eisenhower to the White House on November 6th, as he defeated Adlai Stevenson in a decisive re-election victory. The biblical epic The Ten Commandments premiered on November 8th, featuring Charlton Heston as Moses. The film became one of the highest-grossing and most enduring productions in Hollywood history. Rock and roll legends gathered unexpectedly on December 4th, when Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Carl Perkins met for an informal recording session at Sun Studio in Memphis. The event later became known as the $1 Million Quartet. A major victory for the civil rights movement occurred on December 21st, when the Montgomery bus boycott officially ended, after the Supreme Court ruled segregated public buses unconstitutional. Martin Luther King Jr., along with other activists, rode integrated buses that day, marking significant progress for equal rights. Recollection Road and LEGACYBOX both believe it's important to preserve the past. If you're like me, there's a box of your family's treasured home movies and photos tucked away somewhere, and LEGACYBOX can help you preserve them digitally. The process is a simple and safe solution for converting your home movies and photos to thumb drive or to the cloud. Just send in your LEGACYBOX filled with old VHS and camcorder tapes, film reels, and pictures, and get back digital copies that can be easily enjoyed, shared, and kept organized. It's that easy. LEGACYBOX is trusted by over 1 million people, and it's all done right here in the USA. Get started preserving your past today. Go to legacybox.com/recollection to get an incredible 55% off. Buy today to take advantage of this exclusive offer and send in your memories when you're ready. Go to legacybox.com/recollection to save 55% while supplies last. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and make sure to check the description of this video for links to pick up a t-shirt. Thank you to our loyal Patreon supporters listed here. Visit patreon.com/recollectionroad to join the club.